4 males that were inside the black Escalade exited their black Escalade, went inside the store to do some shopping. When they returned and entered their black Escalade, they entered their vehicle. The suspects arrived then, pulled in front of their Escalade, both directly in front of the 2 silver vehicles, and that's when the suspects opened fire on the black Cadillac Escalade.
Show your face! Show your face, please, with sugar on top!
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers, so if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, it looks like another rapper by the name of DeeBaby has been targeted in his own hometown of Houston after it appears that his car was shot up, leaving one person deceased and the other one suffering in critical condition. As for DeeBaby, it said that he's actually okay, and it haven't been confirmed if he was in fact the target or not, but common sense would tell you that he was. However, the suspects just happened to miss who they originally came for. Now I'm gonna be real with y'all, I had to do my research on who DeeBaby was because I didn't know much about him. But from my observation, he seemed to be pretty popular as he has plenty of videos on YouTube that easily surpass over 1 million views. One of his videos called Never Gonna End has grossed over 15 million views in just a matter of a year, and another video called Numb and Listen to Your Heart has over 18 million views, and it was also just released 1 year ago. DeeBaby also has a more recent video called Painful Visits where he released it just 2 weeks ago and have already garnered over 1.2 million views. Not bad. So once again, it's safe to say that DeeBaby is well known and has a big fan base out there when it comes to his music. Maybe this same notoriety may have played a part in this attack, as a vehicle that him and his crew was in was sprayed with bullets, and unfortunately, one person wasn't too lucky to survive the attack. Now y'all know what they say, it's always a rapper losing their life in their own hometown, because most of the time their success is what breeds the same jealousy out of the same people that are supposed to be supported. But for whatever reason, it seemed like every time a rapper gains success, going back to their hood can either be a death trap or just not a good idea at all, and this situation proves exactly that. Now on another note, most people are questioning why. Why would DeeBaby, knowing the success he has, be so accessible and just loafing around like he's a normal person? Although most rappers from the hood may not understand how famous they actually are and underestimate the chances of something happening to them due to their success coming from the hood. But in this case, we're going to get into what actually happened with DeeBaby because they said that he was actually targeted. Now of course there's already rumors flying around of him being set up. Some say he was doing too much and acting like he can't be touched, but that's social media for you. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you subscribe to the platform already, thank you. But if you aren't, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. Now there's a lot of conflicting reports out there. Some say DeeBaby wasn't present during the whole incident. Some say he was. Some say that DeeBaby was struck. Some say that he wasn't. But this is because news articles covering the shooting says that 2 people were shot, but they didn't specify who the individuals were. They just identified the conditions, stating that one person has passed away and the other one is in critical condition in the hospital. Now witnesses on the scene will tell law enforcement what happened, as well as surveillance footage that was attached to the Star Shop gas station. Reports say that it was 2 vehicles that held 2 suspects each. One vehicle was a gray Dodge Charger and the other one was a silver Mercedes sedan. 2 victims were coming out of the gas station when the suspects began firing quote-unquote long guns at the victims as soon as they got into the Cadillac SUV. Reports say there was also a total of 4 people in the Cadillac Escalade when suspects were firing multiple rounds, striking the car trying to hit their targets. Police say that 2 of the 4 people got out of the Escalade and ran back into the gas station where they would run all the way to the back of the store. One of the men, who weren't identified, was in the back of the store with a pistol, presumably to protect himself just in case. Police also say that one of the victims that was shot was hit immediately as they came out the gas station and went into the car multiple times, and I'm assuming that that guy may have been the one that lost his life. I'm not sure because the police didn't give any of the victims' names, but if witnesses say that the suspects had quote-unquote long guns, and police say a victim was hit multiple times, then I can only imagine that he was the one that actually lost his life. Now, as far as DeeBaby goes, they're saying he was one of the 2 guys that didn't get hit, but unfortunately, his friends were. Now, to confirm that DeeBaby is actually okay, someone from his team released a statement via IG story, assuring DeeBaby's fans that he's okay, as Sh0t will repost him, saying, quote, "DeeBaby good, I promise y'all, we just woke up." Now, whether they're trying to cover it up or not, I know a lot of times, even if rappers are involved in situations like this, their team will come out and try to cover things up because sometimes these artists have legal issues going on behind the scenes where they can't be attached to certain activity. Or sometimes it's just a bad look on the artist's image, so they try to keep the artist out of the negative spotlight. Who knows? However, everything took place on April 1st, 2024, a little after 7 p.m., and the police are labeling it a targeted hit, meaning that it wasn't just a random shooting, it was actually orchestrated, and they're investigating to see who may be behind it and what the motive actually was. Now, we shared the video of the shooting to our Instagram. I left a link pinned in the comments so you guys can check it out there, because due to YouTube and their guidelines, we can't post it. But for y'all that do want to go see it, click the link in the comments and see how everything played out there so you can understand what I'm about to tell you. Now, judging from how everything went down according to the video, I could say that this was definitely a targeted hit. For one, they did it in an open space at a gas station, which means that they knew it was going to be surveillance cameras all over, but they didn't care. They was that thirsty to hit whoever the intended target was. Then number 2, the officers explained that as soon as the 2 guys went into the gas station, they returned to the SUV, then the car pulled up almost immediately and started shooting. Now clearly this is like a mob style / cartel hit, where they made sure everyone was inside the car, waited for the perfect time to strike, and then boom, they completely cut the car off as it was parked in the parking space, got out and emptied rounds of bullets into the vehicle, assuring that the vehicle wasn't able to go anywhere. Now clearly, whoever was a part of this hit knew exactly what they were doing and knew who was going to be there and wanted them gone. Now here's photos of the shooters, courtesy of Houston11, and just from these photos alone, tells me that this was definitely a hit. Definitely organized, definitely orchestrated, definitely got some type of cartel vibes or some sort of organization written all over it. Look at the individuals involved, right? One of them actually got a gray beard and they have Dracos in their hand. They actually knew what they was coming to do. I wouldn't be surprised if DeeBaby or whoever the target was for have some sort of money on their head, because these guys pulled up in 2 separate cars, riding 2 each in both cars, just to pull this off with all type of Dracos, and they look a little older. And this is how I know it was people that knew exactly what they were doing, because they came 2 cars deep with 2 people in each, and that's tactics that guys use not to cause too much attention to themselves when approaching or following their target. If you know, then you know. But I'm more than sure DeeBaby was their intended target, but from the looks of things, they totally missed. Now, unfortunately, one of the guys lost their life during the incident, and sometimes that's just as bad, because DeeBaby now has to live with the feeling or guilt of feeling like one of his friends isn't here now because of him. Now imagine how that must feel. Imagine everything being cool one minute, and then the next minute y'all involved in a shooting, and one of y'all actually lose your life all in the blink of an eye that fast. Can you imagine how that must feel? And if y'all seen the video, notice how they park, right? Me, no matter where I go, it's a habit that I reverse park in wherever I go for situations like this. It's like a thing that guys pick up when they're in the streets, just in case, you know, you be ready for anything that happens. Because if they were parked regular, they wouldn't have been able to see what's going on, and more people may have gotten hit from the back. And whoever escaped the vehicle probably wouldn't have been able to escape because they would have got hit if they would have got out the back because they wasn't reverse parked in. But because they was, unfortunately, the two people who did get shot, as y'all can see from the pictures, the front windshield was full of bullets. So my assumption is that whoever was the two in the front are the ones that got hit and one passed away. But the two that was in the back was able to run back into the store and, you know, go all the way to the back and maintain cover. I don't know. But my condolences to the person that lost his life. I guess we'll just have to wait and see till we get a response from DeeBaby. Although someone from his team says he's okay, I'd rather hear from him just to be sure. Alright, because you never know. But y'all jump in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.